Well, hello there, Mark Rosen-Hopkins here, Principal Engineer for Animus. And today we're going to talk a little bit about why do we have this robot that I got sitting back there? Why do we have the Unitree? So, obvious answer, it's freaking cool. It is perhaps one of the most cost efficient, professional grade piece of robotic machinery you can get on the market today. It's a lot of fun to play with, and there's a lot of things you can do with it. So it has. Let's talk about it, from a just equipment breakdown, tear down perspective for a second. It's got a lot of great sensors on it. Everything I'm going to describe here is addressable programmatically via the software. So you've got LiDAR, you've got video streaming capabilities, you've got audio input and output, and of course you've got control over the movement of the robot, right? So the level of robot that we purchased, it's called the go-to Air. The level that we got doesn't give us addressable sensor level access to like some things like the legs, but basically 95% of what we need to do, we've got access to do it with. What do we want to do with it? Well, I mean, I've got some ideas, right? We've built a pretty robust system for controlling software. Obviously, a very robust agentic stateful agent system, powered primarily by Letta. We've built the SMCP server, which has the ability to not only control anything on the hardware that the agent is running on, but also wrap new commands and create new commands for itself. So, and then swap those tools in and out contextually based on what it's doing. So I think one of the first tests we're going to be running, obviously, is it's going to be on the software side that we're going to be building. It's going to take us a week or two to have the robot be able to scan its surroundings using the LiDAR, and then kind of do what a Roomba does out of the box, which is, be able to create rooms and label them so that it has a sense of where it exists within. And in that way, it's not like automatically discovering its entire universe every time for the first time. It doesn't have to discover, how to route to the kitchen. If you say, go to the kitchen, it can actually know where that room is on a map, and then use the LiDAR for object avoidance as opposed to discovering its surroundings for the first time. So that mobility is where we're going to be focusing on out the gate. And then we're going to also be focused on, subsequent to that, some of the stuff that comes built in with a lot of the more expensive models of this, but we're going to be rebuilding it on our stack, which is the voice recognition, because we don't even necessarily be talking directly to the sensors on the robot. We want to be talking to the mind that's controlling the robot. And that's a completely different audio route than what you might have seen in some of the other Unitree demos online where influencers have bought these things and start talking to them or voice commanding it or whatever. So that's kind of where we're headed with this. If you've got any questions, throw them into the chat rooms. We've got a lot more stuff that we're doing. This is just kind of tip of the iceberg. And we'll be doing more of these updates to give you a better sense of where we're headed. But this is what we're focused